You see this thing? This thing is very, very important. This is for my first moms in the house. I want to believe that other moms we used to immunize our babies. Shebi we dey keep to date. If you dey keep to date, drop am for comment section. This thing, when you want to japa or when you want to move to another country, they will ask, especially if you're moving with your children, they will ask for your kids immunization card, your kids vaccination card, so your kids no go carry yamayama come their country. To also ensure that your kids are not prone to illnesses that are viral, that are contagious. So it is important that you vaccinate your child. In this video, I'm going to talk about the different types of vaccination. Those ones for those of us that used to go and we know they understand. I will explain what all those vaccinations does to our children, how it protects our children. See, I'm not a medical practitioner, I'm not a healthcare worker, I'm just a mom of three that loves to explain things to the barest minimum, so that a layman can understand without using any medical jargon. All those terms to your understanding. If I seen this face for the first time, hello, welcome to my channel. It's Nelly's Corner. I'm a vlogger, content creator that stays here in Uyo, but I'm from Imo State, all in Nigeria. I also sell Tom Brown healthy food for baby, mixed cereal, natural mixed cereal, no preservatives, soya beans powder, pap, fresh pap, obongwe fresh pap, no be pap fresh pap here, and date syrup. Remember, you're not supposed to introduce honey to that child that is below 1 year. You need date syrup as a sweetener for that child's food. So to make your order, my number will always be in the description box. When your child is vaccinated, it prevents that child from contracting any yamayama disease. Measles go pass, your child go carry. Chickenpox go pass, your child go carry. So let's start from I'll be looking down into my book. Remember, I want to break it down to the barest, language, and explain the ones I can explain. First vaccination your child is being given before una go step out of that hospital. It is a must, as in nurses, doctors, they make sure that your child receives this injection. It's called BCG, and that protection I think is for life. It protects that baby from tuberculosis. See, do not take it for granted. Before your child even takes that BCG, no allow anybody to touch your child. And the worst is even kissing your child on the lips or on the cheeks, on the hand. Do not allow if anybody, whether na blood sister or blood brother, but you understand, that child should not be overtly kissed. It should not even be kissed. Talk more of overtly kissed or overtouched before that BCG, because you don't know the one people they carry the waka about. That small kiss and hug a kiss your baby, the baby can even die off from that if that person is infected by maybe tuberculosis or something very serious. So that BCG is a must. Hospitals make sure that the baby takes BCG before leaving their hospital. For those mothers that are so quick to do naming ceremony for their children, let your child take that BCG to protect the child from tuberculosis or waranta. Then the next immunization that child will receive on that very first day is OPV, oral polio vaccine. You know that situation after they must have injected the baby with the BCG, the baby will start crying, wah, and they put that one in the mouth. That one is what? OPV, oral polio vaccine, to prevent that baby from getting polio. Polio is a kind of illness. Remember, I'm not using medical jargon, so I good really as I understand. that type of situation whereby you see one person's leg is shrinks, looking smaller, and the other leg is normal, that is as a result of polio. So it is very important, and you cannot just take that one dose and you said you have taken your vaccination. Like vaccination is still 5 years. 5 years. Yes, just that after that first 1 year, that is very important. The other years might be vitamin A, which is also important. So the next one is hepatitis B, to prevent that baby from having chronic liver disease. Very important. And that hepatitis B is a very dangerous dangerous it's a very dangerous. This one is the injection your baby will take at birth before im go leave that hospital. Then after that birth, when una don go house, una don clock 6 weeks. 6 weeks, be counting it to mark it with calendar, though they will also give you something like this that I showed you earlier. Yeah, so they'll mark your next visitation on your calendar, which is the 6 weeks. The 6 weeks is that one that we dread too much, the one that used to give us sleepless nights, the one that we cannot rest. Maybe we'll be crying from morning up till night. That one is penta. Penta is a kind of injectable that contains up to 5 vaccines in one. Easy. If e easy, run am. What your baby is seeing, e no easy. So take am jeje, comfort that baby, no be im fault. That injection dey pain. How did your baby react when your baby first took their 6 weeks injection? You see 6 weeks, you see 10 weeks. How did the baby react? Drop it in the comment section. So this penta means 5. Let me check the full meaning. Pentavalent vaccine prevents what? Whooping cough, hepatitis B again, tetanus, influenza, and diphtheria. Diphtheria, which is to say throat infection, throat nyama nyama. So that's the work of this penta. That is why most times when your child goes through what was that illness, so that one that has tonsillitis, your child is able to defeat that tonsillitis because you injected him this penta. It prevents throat infection, whooping cough, hepatitis B, tetanus, influenza. The baby will be given OPV, the one that they gave them at birth. They will still repeat a second dose of that OPV, that's oral polio vaccine. And that is why I said you cannot take one and relax at home. If you relax or mix, you are only telling your baby, oh, catch any disease that is passing, oh, catch am. So you are making your baby more vulnerable to these diseases. As they come, more still they come. So the OPV second dose will be given to that child. Pneumococcal forget the medical jargons, pneumococcal vaccine. This one is to prevent what? Infection of the lungs, pneumonia. Infection of the lungs. They will still give that baby that thing. That's 6 weeks. Let's move over to the 10th weeks. This 10th weeks too depend. Your baby is going to receive second dose of pentavalent vaccine. Those 5 things I mentioned that is inside penta, they go check am again for your baby. It's just 5 in one vaccine. Not as if they will chook the one for whooping cough, the one for hepatitis. No. It's 5 in one. Penta means 5. The second dose, they go chook your baby. Pneumococcal vaccine, the one that will prevent lungs infection, they go chook am second dose. Then 14 weeks, they will give you date. They will give you date for the 14 weeks. So the 14 weeks, we have another penta. But I think this 14 weeks, maybe your baby will start adjusting to that penta pains. That 14 weeks, not the 2 pain. But you see 6 and 10. The IPV is inactivated polio vaccine. This one will boost the immunity to make those oral one wey dey give you make e kporola chem chem. It goes alongside with the oral polio vaccine. As I'm looking for, if you see me bending head like this, I'm trying to read from my notes to be specific. Then that one una go rest small. 14 weeks. 14 weeks is about how many weeks? 4 1 month, 8 2 months, 3 months, 3 months and 2 weeks. Okay, 14 weeks is 3 months and 2 weeks. Then the next one is going to be 6 months. That means una go rest for house for like 2 months and 2 weeks before you come for this 6 months injection. Do not forget though, your baby might be looking very strong and healthy, does not mean that you cannot protect your baby's health. So yes, then this one is the ogbonge of the ogbonges. It's called the measles vaccine. Measles still dey Nigeria o. Even adults still dey catch am o. Some adults still dey catch am. Measles is very deadly o. Hope my mic dey work. Measles no dey look face o, and it's kind of silent when it comes to children. You would think it is rashes, heat rash. You no go know. When the fever comes, you would think maybe he's trying to grow bigger, the what they call that chewing teeth, molar. So you have to be very careful o. Measles dey bite children like say e no dey. And what makes it more dangerous is that it's not always obvious like that, and you might be managing, be giving para, before you know it. So measles vaccine helps in preventing measles. Obviously, measles can be very deadly. It can affect the baby's respiratory tract. It can also affect the baby's brain. That is how bad it is. So measles. Sometimes sef here in Nigeria, they go school to school, they top up the measles vaccine. Even polio, they go school to school, even churches, they top up the polio vaccine. If they come, allow them to give your child the vaccine. Then the yellow fever. There's a type of mosquito that carries this yellow fever. So it will prevent your child from contracting yellow fever. Then after this 6 months, you have the 9 months vaccine. Una no dey grow, abi? Una go top another measles, second dose measles, to boost the immunity and ensure that the baby is fully vaccinated. That first one is just to get the body ready. Then this one go seal am up. Your baby is fully vaccinated against measles. And that one will be meningitis, meningococcal. Abeg, meningitis, that one dey affect spinal cord. So your 9 months immunization, they will vaccinate your baby against inflammation of the brain, inflammation of the what they call it, spinal cord. So do well to meet up with your appointment. Then when you guys have clocked 1 year, it will now be more of vitamin A, that little tiny red capsule. Sometimes it's blue capsule. They'll tell you put it in your baby's mouth and chew the rubber. Yes, if your baby have teeth, your baby can chew everything. So that one is also very important too. Do not forget it. But that one is not like as it's very important, but it's not as how will I put it, as it's not like a big priority. Like if you don't meet up with that particular date, something will happen or something. No, unlike the other ones under 1 year, this ones, anytime you go into the hospital, you can show them the card and they will give you that vitamin A. You don't even need to carry your child to the hospital for that. And that thing I want to say is, you see this card is not must that it is where you gave birth you must immunize your child or vaccinate your child. This card is universal. If you're in Asaba today and you gave birth in Asaba Medical Center, if you move to Uyo you can still use this card. Just go to any health center. It can even be primary health center. It can even be FMC. You can always use the card anywhere to immunize your child. So let me talk about some of the side effects of this vaccine. You know, anything wey get advantage dey get disadvantage, but some of the side effects are just minimal. The side effects are fever, ahon, serious one. So during that time, do not overdress your baby. You have to wear that baby very light clothes. Moranya bale, wake up, collect your money, collect your fever. So you have to stay awake, stay alert all through the night. Be massaging that baby with normal water, normal temperature water, room temperature water and towel. Just be cleaning up that baby. After some time, you give para. If short, after the injection, as you are going home, you just give the baby para. The baby is going to sleep. If the fever lasts more than 2 days, that's 48 hours, and it is still above 38.5 degrees Celsius, visit the doctor. Then that point is not supposed to swell too much. The swelling is not going to be that. Sometimes the swelling should not even happen, but if the swelling should happen, use room temperature water with shrag and do not press. Do not press. Just place the towel on the injection area and just allow it. Do not press. But if it is over swelling, visit your doctor. Side effect is it might make your child to be very cranky, very fussy, very uncomfortable. This is the time that you have to be there for your child. Do not start saying, oh, this baby is frustrating me. Oh, jikọta onwe gị and jikọta the baby. That's hold yourself together, keep yourself together, compose yourself together, and comfort your baby. It's just for a while. Offer plenty water. Offer a lot of what? Breast milk too. One more important thing, you see, as this thing dey, is very very important. If you wan japa, then you cannot japa with your children with this. So seal this. You cannot laminate it, obviously. So that's why you need something like this to keep your own very safe. Keep it as you're keeping your documents. Inside your document, keep them there. It is very very important. Even if your baby has finished all the injection, still keep it well. This is the only evidence. This is the only evidence you have to prove to whoever that your child is vaccinated. If this thing lost now, not na from pen they use write am for the book like that. So if this thing lost, how do you want to prove that your child has been vaccinated, unless you have a video recording of each of them and the nurse is telling you, so we are about to give this baby penta 1. You chook. We're about to give is it in Nigeria they will do that one for you. So keep this thing very safe. You can maybe snap the picture and store it in your phone, store it in your memory card. Keep it very safe. With that, I'll be rounding up here. Please do well to give this video a thumbs up. Give video a thumbs up. Share with anybody that you feel may need the video. Share. That your pregnant neighbor, share. That's your neighbor that just gave birth, share. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching up to here. Remember, I said Tom Brano, come and patronize me. I will see you guys later. Bye bye.